Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look.
Happy Saturday and welcome back to All About the Hoops on Pub Sports Radio. What a beautiful fucking card we have today. Glad that I got Guns and Wine Time here with me like always. Wine Time, what's up, man?
Oh, I'm good. Coming off another winning day in college basketball. This week has been extremely profitable in the college basketball hoops. NBA, not so much. I'm starting to slide a little bit away from NBA, and we're heating up in college basketball. So ready to break this card down with you guys. We got some really good games, and I'm excited. How we doing down there, Guns?
Listen, last 2 days have been absolutely electric. I've just been making bank on a college basketball. We're getting close to my month, and I always say it's my month. It's not March. It's my month. It's Guns. You might as well call March Guns. It's like that is the month that I own. And by the way, you see the two people to the left of me right now? Those guys do not answer phone calls. They only text. I just want to say that to everybody on the record.
When I'm feeding my daughter at 11 o'clock.
Don't call like they're not my guys. It's like my guys answer the phone when I call. I'm just joking around. I know you have kids. But anyways, we're gonna have an electric slate here. The best Saturday so far. My God. This top 25 slate is going to be absolutely electric. And, of course, guess what? I'm going to give out a bet in the mid-majors. That's what I'm going to be doing here today. But, yeah, let's kick it off. Let's go.
Let's go. You're muted, Cab.
I love it when he's muted.
Muted already, man. I want to shout out to Ron Lofton and Nutflush in the chat. I see my guy Ix Snizzle, man. Good to see you. Everybody rolling in, man. He knows ball. Good to see you in there. Agent Parlay, Nuke Worker, letting us know we got 140-plus games today. Swaggy Mick No Legs, Rez Mob, everybody rolling in, man. Hit that like button, share the video. Wine Time said it yesterday, but we hit our high last week. So let's do it again. Let's do it again today.
2K today, guys. 2K views. We're trying to get 2K.
Like button, guys. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Right? Everybody, everything you've done in your entire life has led you to this point right here with us on this Saturday morning on Pub Sports Radio. The river of life that is your experience brought you here so that we can beat the book.
I mean, one time's on the West Coast. He's up at 3 a.m. Let's go. We've been working for you guys, looking up this card. Like, support us. Like, hit the like button and basically share this shit so we can get our views up to 2K. Like, we've been growing egregiously. We had our best show last week. Let's do it this week. Let's go, boys.
Hey, quick shout out to the chat. See our guys' Kongs clips. Nutflush, Allen, Ix Snizzle in there. Hope to see all you guys in San Antonio here in 30-something days. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for being here. Kelly McKinnis.
Oh yeah, Jose, I need to do it now. He asked me to promote it. You know who else will be there at Southtown 101? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Good job, Wine Time. Johnny Manziel, the A&M quarterback from back in the day. What did you say?
He'll be there the week before, unfortunately.
Oh, well, fuck. Why would we do that? Why would we do that?
Unless I misunderstood Jimmy last night.
I'm not the best with dates, but let me double check this real quick.
Yeah, you double check it. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, fuck Wine Time. But
March 22nd, isn't that when we're going to be there?
We'll be there. I get there the 25th, so he'll be there that Sunday before Popalooza.
Oh well. March 22nd, Johnny Manziel will be there.
You're talking about former Browns quarterback, Johnny Manziel?
Hey, it's probably a good thing that he's going to be there the week before that I get there because I think he had some trouble with like the law and like weed and drinking. I'm not sure I'm the best influence for him. So,
you mean the guy that they made a documentary about on Netflix, Manziel?
That one. All right, let's get to some basketball, man. Hopefully everybody can join us at Pubapalooza 5. It is going to be an absolute blast. Already got the place booked, the weed bought. Everything's going to get put together. What's the first game you guys want to go to?
Show?
Let's go first thing in the
or
morning,
like?
fellas. Let's see. I mean, this game's early on, right? Is this Kansas game is first thing? No, but there's not a lot of good morning start games. We have
No,
Florida
I
and
almost put in that Wake Forest game, but I didn't. But it doesn't matter what order we go in my opinion.
Kansas is 1 p.m. So I think that's the closest one to top. Like a lot of the top 25s are on the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Let's start here, guys. Let's go to Lawrence, Kansas here. Cincinnati coming to town, taking on the number 8 ranked Kansas Jayhawks here. 70% of tickets, 63% of the cash coming in on Kansas. The line opened up at a 12, and this line is now at a 10.5. Listen, guys, I've been backing the Cincinnati and this Kansas team this season. I've been on opposite sides of them. I've faded them. I've been on their side. Cincinnati is the team you want to back only at home, which is why their spreads always just seem so fishy, and they always seem to just be able to cover these spreads and get the job done. I think Kansas should be able to pound these guys. Honestly, I think that there's going to be a lot of mismatches on the court here in favor of Kansas, and I think Kansas can take advantage of that. I'm not going to personally bet this game because I don't want to lay double digits with Kansas, but certainly does look appealing. Kansas hasn't been playing in their best form as of late either. Give or take the competition, they face some good teams, but I'm off this game as of right now. You on this game, Cab?
No, but and I'm not too naive to think that you guys haven't heard all the talk, but I think the narrative surrounding this game is Darian Peterson and what happened.
Oh, I was going to talk about that. Yeah,
right. The last game, checking himself out after hitting a 3 in the second half. It's like, I mean, fuck, man. I don't want to go through what everybody else has said, but that was some of the wildest shit I've ever seen, right? It's one thing if if you're cramping, if you've played sports, you know what it looks like when somebody's cramping, right? They're playing, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm cramping. I can't move. You don't check yourself out. You don't, oh, I think I'm going to cramp in 10 minutes. None of that, right? Cramping, the flu, every ailment that he's had is complete bullshit. And I know that everybody realizes that. But one thing I haven't heard anybody say, all the people talking about him checking himself out, his point prop was 20.5, and that 3 that he hit put him at 23. Not one motherfucker has said anything about it, and that is wild to me. Do I think he's gambling? No. He's about to get $100 million. He doesn't need to. But it's still it's sick, and I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I'm out on Kansas. I'm out on Darian Peterson. I tried to back you up. I tried to support you. I'm sorry. I'll pay attention to a Cuff and Wilson, who's trying to play through a broken wrist. I'll pay attention to the people that want to be on the court, because Peterson, you don't want to be on the court, and I don't want to bet on Kansas unless you're completely and totally out. Cincinnati or pass.
So I like you. I'm glad you mentioned Peterson. A really good jumping off point, because I was on the phone with my dad for an hour talking about Peterson. And I said to him from I was like, and I spoke from a betting market perspective. I was like, I know in my state you can't bet props in college sports, probably for a reason. And I said, it's imagine if you're taking Peterson props, overs, and then you watch this guy tap out. You know who else had a cramping problem?
I've done it.
Yeah. You know who else had a cramping problem? And it was last year. Cooper Flagg. There you go. Cooper Flagg had a cramping problem, but you know what he did?
Once a month.
Yeah, but he didn't sit out the game. He got the fluids put in him, and he went back in the fucking game because he's a baller. And you're watching it with the Dallas Mavs now, and they have an all-time guy. Shout out Newport, Maine, by the way, 30 minutes up where Gunsmix grew up. I digress. But this is a game. Kansas is a team that you can still bet on from a team perspective because they're very, very strong, regardless of what Peterson is doing right now. Bill Self coaches that team very well. Kansas is the number 8 team in the country, and I know Peterson does tap out of these games. The question that I asked, and I was talking to my dad about this, is do you think that Peterson will do this in tournament play? And that's going to be
that's such a good question. And
he's doing this in games that they're up 10, 15. Who gives a shit? And he's tapping out. Who cares? But from a pop market, you may care. But in tournament play, when the game's on the line, you're playing some of these fucking strong teams. That might be where the lights are on him from an NBA lottery pick, and he may drop in the draft because of it. And he's a very good player. I mean, top 5 or maybe even top 3 if he's actually playing a full game, this Peterson guy. But
Oh
Am
no,
I gonna
no,
be playing
Guns. He's number one if he's playing, but it's like heart is
Yeah.
like an intangible that you cannot measure, right? That's
I
like
There's a couple guys that are on that level. There's a guy from Illinois, there's a guy from BYU, and there's a guy from Duke. I can challenge that one, but I digress. I will say this: I was like, Peterson is dropping his stock by like load management already. I mean, I guess for the NBA, this may like benefit him because that's what NBA players do. I passed on this game. Kansas is a spot play. In Cincinnati's a spot play, but these two teams together knocking heads, there's better games on the board.
our guy in the chat, and yeah, you're right. Let's move on. Our guy in the chat said, Kingo said he thinks Darian Peterson will do his best to play the rest of the games. Look, here's a theory that I put out there to my dude Dutch, and I saw Dutch in the chat. Shout out to him. I put this theory out there that in March we're going to see the best 6 games we've seen out of a college player.
Yes.
Which would mean Kansas makes a run through the whole thing. And I could see that happening because I don't think that he is cramping. I don't think that he did have the flu. I think this is all done by design.
I think Kansas as a future, it has legs, 100%.
As long as they don't cramp. Agreed.
All right, let's move on.
So let's digress and move on. Here we go.
Tennessee
hey, there's
game.
a good one right here.
Start this one off, Cab.
You got an in-state rival right here. I'd say when, this game was docked at the beginning of the season, you'd expect these ranks to be flipped. You'd think Tennessee would be coming in number 19 to take on the unranked Vanderbilt team. But that is not the case. You've got Tennessee unranked coming in to take on a 21-5 Vanderbilt team that's sitting at number 19 right now. Man, I tell you what, this Vanderbilt team, they started off so hot in SEC play, just like A&M, and there was a small moment where I thought that they were just going to completely and totally derail, but they didn't do that. They've won 3 of their last 5. A&M, Auburn, Ole Miss, they beat, and then their last 2 losses, both by 1 point. Tough losses to OU, 92-91, and then at Missouri on the road, 81-80. Just brutal, like I said. I took Tennessee first half here. I'm not going to lie. I think Amont and Gillespie are 2 of the better players in the SEC that really haven't had, a blow-up year this year. I think this is a Tennessee team that doesn't go very far in the tournament, but I think you don't want to play Rick Barnes' defensive schemes. You don't want to play against a team that has a shooter like Gillespie who can hit, 5, 6, 7 threes in any game. I think this is a spot where Tennessee badly needs a quad 1 road win. I think they probably can beat Vanderbilt here. I'm going to take the points in the first half with Tennessee, and that's what I got.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Cab. I'm on it in a little bit different of a way, though. I'm on the full game. I'm on the money line here. I'm trying to find the best number available. I believe I can get a plus 160. I don't need these 3.5, 4 points in my pocket with Tennessee. I think Tennessee is the much better team. It's crazy, too. Ken Palm actually has Vandy 12, and they have Tennessee 16 right now. Tennessee, I think, is a lot better than what a lot of people think just because they're not ranked. This team, I think, comes down to tournament play. They'll go farther than Vandy does. Both of them will be there when it's all said and done. But I do think Tennessee could use this win in a big way. It's just my only downside to this game was Vandy coming off the 1-point loss to Mizzou in their last game. But like our Daby Cab says, losses come in too some of these times. So maybe that happens here with Vandy because I like this Tennessee team. They started off extremely sluggish in the beginning of the season. They're starting to turn it on. They've got a good head coach. I think they're deep. So I'm on Tennessee. I'm just trying to find the best number available. I'll let our guy Guns go right now, and then I'll give out the money line.
I'll say this. I'm doing a ladder challenge on Telegram right now with my followers on Telegram, and Vandy money line is one of the legs on that one. Vandy's coming off a loss versus Missouri, and Missouri actually had a huge lead where you thought that Vandy was absolutely out of that game. They came back and they almost won that game. They had like a last-second buzzer beater that hit the rim, and they could have won that game. I think that momentum does carry over in this against this Tennessee team that is kind of running a little bit hot, but they're playing a lot of home games. They're very good at home on the road, but Vandy is a very, very tough place to play for any team in the SEC, especially on the road. That's why Vandy is the favorite here at -14. I know Vandy is the ranked team versus an unranked team, but like I think Vandy gets it done off that bounce back, losing to Missouri, Tennessee off a huge win, just absolutely crushing their opponent. Sometimes the highs of highs, you need to fade them situationally in conference play. I think Vandy gets it done. I don't think Vandy's beaten Tennessee recently, so I think Vandy wants to get it done, especially like losing that game versus Missouri, embarrassing. I think the coach I love the coach there for Vandy doing a great job there. So I think Vandy, at least on the money line, I is one of the legs I would take on that one. If you're doing a 2-leg parlay, Vandy's one of the legs you need to take.
Shout out to our guy in the chat, Robert Cherry. We'll get to that game. I do a terrible job sometimes. I send in the games I know I'm going to bet, but we'll get a graphic up there. I'll make it. We're definitely going to go over that game. Crazy seeing them only a 1-point favorite when I looked yesterday. Speaking of 1-point favorites, let's look at this one right here. North Carolina traveling to take on the Orange here in Syracuse. First thing I'll start on this game is I'll say there's a lot of I don't know if parity is the word, but like the Big 12 doesn't have still the best conference in my opinion, but doesn't have as many dominant teams this year. The SEC doesn't have as many dominant teams this year. I think there is a path to the tournament for teams like Syracuse right here, right? But that path definitely needs to have quad one wins against teams like North Carolina. And this is a North Carolina team coming in here hobbled. Their best two players are both on the bench. Well, hold on. I know that Wilson's on the bench. Visar is questionable, averaging 16.4 points a game, their center. And without him down low, this USC team has no presence in the paint. Look, or I said USC. UNC team has no presence in the paint. They were a team with Baycott for a few years that never really seemed like they could get over that hump. And then last year they just looked horrible. So it was nice to start this season with the win with Caleb Wilson asking for the whiteout. Like, oh, UNC's back. They're back. They're back. They're not deep, guys. They don't have the depth in this team that you usually see from a North Carolina team. I think you take Syracuse right here. I'm not betting this game. I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, our Jose Bouquet said, feels like a Cuse line. I agree. I'm not going to move on this game. This wasn't on my card, but I would only go Syracuse here because he had the motivational factor. I think you said Big 12, Cat. I think you meant ACC. But yeah, Syracuse.
I was just naming big name conferences.
Okay.
I do that too. I did that on a video play where
I know they're in the ACC. I said Big 12 on purpose. So
okay.
I did a video play with Indiana and Purdue, and I said there's a big game in the Big 12, and that was the start of the show.
Well, and all these teams going to all these new conferences now, I don't know, it gets confusing sometimes, but I'm off this game. Nothing for me. If Keon Anthony props are available, I will take the under like I have multiple times this season. I remember I texted Cab, take Keon Anthony under after he scored double digits, and it's cashed every single time. But I can't find his props right now, but I'm off this game.
Yeah, like same thing is like I think the books are over adjusting and trying to figure out what the barometer is for North Carolina with like the players missing. I mean, the Caleb Wilson injury with the broken hand is relatively new. Like we're only this is the second game in without him in the lineup, and they over adjusted against NC State. NC State thumped them. I mean, absolutely just butt stomped them. And Syracuse is off a proper butt stomping against Duke. I was like, so who's in the right in this situation? It's like the line, he goes, feels like a Syracuse line. I was like, well, it's not necessarily. It's like because two key players are going to be missing out of the lineup in North Carolina, and is kind of like even the slate and made it virtually a pick 'em. I don't want to play this game. It's not. There's no advantage from other side. We're not getting we're not getting full North Carolina. We're getting like half-assed North Carolina, and it feels gross. And I just don't want to invest money into a game where I feel that books are over adjusting a line that it maybe favor North Carolina than it does Syracuse. I mean, Syracuse is unbackable, so I can't. I got to pass on this one.
Jose Bouquet came in to say good luck. It ends up dropping a bet. He said he moved on Syracuse +1. Shout out to you, Jose. Thank you for the graphics, guys.
Okay, whatever. That's okay.
Do you want me to keep going through the graphics that we got, or do you have another early game that you want to
yeah, just keep going.
Let's go to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
25. I have takes, but like these games, I don't.
Which one?
Let's go to Minneapolis, Minnesota, taking on the Rutgers Knights.
Okay, I'll make the graphic for you real quick. Go ahead and enter it.
Let's go right here, big. Where are you going? Oh shit. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go. We're going right to Minneapolis, Minnesota here. Coming off, they're leaving me, whatever. Coming off an impressive victory. Rutgers as well, coming off back-to-back victories. As everyone knows, though, this Rutgers team is a bottom feeder in the conference, and I do not believe in this team whatsoever. Yeah, they're coming off back-to-back wins against Penn State and Maryland, but again, those are two other bottom feeders. A lot of people look at this Minnesota team as a bottom feeder. I don't necessarily think that. They've played a lot of good teams tough this year. I mean, they beat Michigan State. They're coming off a very impressive blowout win against Oregon, where we loaded a clip up on that game. We had them first half. We took them second half. We're on full game. We're on a money line. Pretty much every way you can get in on them. And I like this Minnesota team. I think they're going to play with a lot of grit. I think Cade Tyson's probably going to be the best player on the court in this game. And I think Minnesota, when they brought in this new head coach, he's trying to turn this culture and this program back around. It's not going to happen this year, but I do think that they're going to go out there and give all their effort for this game at home Saturday morning. First thing in the morning, all these kids are probably going to be outside the arena, partying, drinking, and then I think this place is going to be going nuts. It's going to be a crazy environment. Give me Minnesota here, minus the 7.5. I'm going to go over the market here really quick for everyone that's interested. 65% of the bets on the Rutgers and 92% of cash. So it's kind of crazy that everyone's coming in and taking Rutgers, I guess, because they're coming off back-to-back conference wins, but they're not impressive to me. And I'm also looking at the under in the first half in this game. Haven't moved on that yet. As it gets closer to tip off here, I might give that out, but I am on Minnesota minus 7.5, minus 110.
Shout out to our guy Nate dropping a Pub Sports Radio membership, man. Much love, Nate. Shout out to all the people.
I like the
shout out to all the people in green, man. You guys make the channel. We appreciate you. Shout out to Nate, like I said, and then also shout out to our guy Galactic High, man. I'm glad you're home. I know you were not doing well last time I saw you in the chat. He said Vassar is active today. That does put a wrinkle in it. You put him on the court, I do think that UNC could be the side. Without him, I disagree, though. So shout out to you for dropping that knowledge for us.
You muted.
How long was I muted?
5 seconds.
5 seconds? Oh, okay. So
no, you were
everybody. I appreciate that Wham Bam finally recognized it. It ain't the easiest clicking all these buttons, looking at the chat, and trying to fucking.
No, you were clicking the buttons, and you were in mid. Like I could hear you, and then I think your finger hit the mute or something like that, like during the.
Well, it don't get bigger than this, Guns. Might as well just go ahead and,
All right, here we go.
Wait, guys, I have a treasure for everyone here.
All right, can we talk about some other obscure game in the Big Ten?
You can't find this anywhere in California, and I found this at a liquor store yesterday, but I got to take a shot for our guy, Nasty Nate, for gifting a Pub Sports Radio membership. Shout out to you, my guy.
Bro, Big Red is so nasty.
Nope.
Oh, it's so delicious.
There we go.
So gross.
Big
Red's like cream soda.
Really,
it's fucking disgusting.
It's like
I know you're a cherry Pepsi kind of guy, though.
Bro, if I was like super, super thirsty and all that was in the fridge was Big Red, I don't know what the fuck I'd do.
Oh, man. Maybe it's because I'm not a Texan.
Well, anyways, like I was trying to say, it don't get bigger than this, right, guys? You got number 4 Arizona.
I like a different Big Red. We're talking about Kirby.
To Houston to take on number 2. All Big Red right here. Shout out to this Houston team too, man. Kingston Flemings has really been a freshman to watch. You know, you got the story of Peterson, right? We tell the story of Peterson not wanting to get on the court. Well, let's tell the flip side of that. The story of Flemings, a guy who Calvin Sampson never promised a starting position. He said, "Hey, you're going to have to come in here. You're going to have to earn your starting position on this team." And he did it. Flemings is Houston's best player, and this is a Houston team that's veteran led. You got people like Miles Uzon on this team, Emmanuel Sharp, and Kingston Flemings still sitting at the top, averaging 31.3 minutes per game. Shout out to him. Taking on Arizona here at home. Now I know it's at home, and I know Houston is probably the better team. So you take the better team and you put them at home. I get it. I get why you want Houston, but I'm taking the 6.5. The line's still moving for Arizona. I got a 6.5 available right now. I'm taking the 6.5 with Arizona. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games. They got a get right spot at home against BYU, where they didn't even cover the spread, if I'm not mistaken. They won by 11, but I think the spread was 12.5.
They didn't cover.
Yeah, okay, so they didn't cover. And then you got Houston coming off a loss to Arizona State, coming back home off a loss. So you got Houston pissed off. Everything in this game sets up for Houston, and I get it. If you want to take Houston on the money line, do it.
Arizona State or Iowa State? You meant Iowa State, right?
Iowa State. Whatever I said, I meant Iowa State. They lost to the Cyclones. It's just too many points. I think Houston wins the game. I think they win by 2 to 4 points. I think this Arizona team, we talk about Flemings on the other side. They've got a guy on their own in Burries, who is one of the best players in college basketball. Braden Burries, as a freshman, has been an absolute blast to watch play for this Arizona team. I think Arizona keeps this game close the whole time. I'll take the 6.5 with Arizona.
I want to start wine time. Can I don't mean to jump on you. Like Gorkle in the chat said, we're not talking about Darius Acuff. And we talk about load management with Peterson. Acuff played a double overtime game and he played every goddamn minute and he had
no answer.
50. Did he score 50? He might have scored
40 something. I think it was 40.
It was like 40 plus, but that guy was absolutely awesome in that Bama game.
Looked like an NBA player.
Fucking awesome game. But we're on to Arizona and Houston on this one. It's a different game, and they're playing at the Hoff. If anybody knows what this arena is called, it's Fertitta Center, but it is old school called the Hoff, of course, named after one of the coaches in the 60s. But Arizona is coming off a home win, and it was a home win that they did have a dominating double-digit lead, and of course, BYU turned up the defense for like 2 seconds and scored a bunch of threes and covered the spread. Yes, I was on Arizona. That's why I'm pissed off about this one, but I digress. Houston's coming off that wild loss. They scored 4 points in 7 minutes versus Iowa State. Iowa State got the backdoor cover on that one with a late free throw, if you were tailing that one. And what we need to look at here is who controls the pace, because we have two paces that are moderately different from one another. We have Houston that ranks 354th in adjusted tempo. We have an Arizona team that's ranked 33rd in adjusted tempo. So who controls the pace of the game is going to control the total. And what I tell people is if you have a yin and yang from one another, if you have polar opposites as far as tempo goes, is you just take the home team. So Houston, to me, is going to control the tempo in this game, especially a Houston team that is coming off a dramatic loss versus Iowa State. And I think that is what we have to look at. And then Houston at home plays their best defense. And they're number one in opposing scoring this year overall. And it's because at home, they only allow 54.5 points per game at home. And you have an Arizona team that is ranked 11th in scoring average in 87.7 points per game, but just 83.2 on the road. Not much of a difference, but look at the team total. I didn't look at it this morning, but I assumed it was going to be in the 70s. If it is in the 70s, it gives you an indicator that we're looking at a low total here, regardless of the spread. This is the second time that Houston has been a single-digit favorite at home this year. They've been a double-digit favorite against everybody at home. But the last time was against Texas Tech, and they held Texas Tech to 65 points. And Texas Tech, normally known for their defense historically, great offense, they're kind of like changing their methods around a little bit. So I think they average over 80 points per game this season. And I think in this situation, let's look at the team total. Let's look at that Arizona team total under on this one, regardless of what's going to happen in this game. Maybe Daby is right. And we need to be following Arizona. Of course, Arizona off back-to-back losses. They got the win versus BYU, a BYU team they kind of owned, let's face it. But when they have that step up in class, it's very weird. But Houston's in the same boat. Houston in the step up in class does the same fucking shit. They don't play up to the level. So we have two teams that don't play at the level. So what do? You fuck with the total. Arizona team total under is the way I'm playing this one.
Yeah, I'd be looking the opposite way, guys. If I was going to place a bet on this game, I would only be on Houston here. I don't think Arizona is. I watched them play against UCLA earlier this year, and UCLA outplayed them and probably should.
One of their best players is out. Pete. Is Pete out for Arizona? I think.
I have no idea.
He was out last game, which is why I just moved
He's out
on.
This game too. He's out. That's why the line should be -2.5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
so do what you want with the side. That's fine. You've got two people on Houston. You've got me on Arizona. Do what you want. I don't care. Jaden Bradley over 11.5 points, -114. I went and grabbed it. Listen, Jaden Bradley.
I just wanted to call out, I forgot about the injury for Pete for Arizona.
Oh, you're good. No, I'm off this game. I would only be on Houston, but keep going, Cab.
Yeah, Jaden Bradley. I just moved on his point prop at 11.5. In my opinion, it should be a 13.5. Especially with Pete out of the game, I'd put it at 13.5, maybe even 14.5. I know he's only averaging 13.5 points per game, but Jaden Bradley is somebody going back to 2023 when he was only averaging 6.8 points per game. He steps up when the team needs him to shoot. He's looking to pass the ball. Okay, he's not somebody that's looking to take a shot. He's looking to facilitate the offense. But when he's got to shoot, he will. And guess when he's going to have to shoot? Today against Houston, because this defense is going to be locked down. There's not going to be a ton of opportunities. So Jaden Bradley over 11.5 points.
I'll say this too. Houston is one of those teams that everybody's going to put in the Final Four or in the championship. That is a wrong take. I think they're so like that team last year that made that run to the national championship. There was a lot of scores on this one. I think everything runs through one on the offensive side for Houston. Their offensive efficiency has dropped. The defense hasn't.
What are you talking about? They're the number one efficient offense in Big 12 since Big 12 play started, if I'm not mistaken.
Just trust me. I just know. I don't know. I have a feeling.
Just trust you. I'm pretty sure what I just said is true. What do you mean, just trust you?
All right, we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I will be off this game. I will be off this game.
I don't have the stat in front of me, Guns, so I'm going off of something.
Listen, there's 10 teams or maybe 12 teams that could win the fucking national championship this year. It's the most confusing. This is like there's no like every year we go into the tournament rankings. There's maybe 4 or 5. I think there's like 12 this year. Am I wrong?
No, I agree. I don't know about 12, at least probably 8 to 10, maybe.
I'm going to take a shot on Arkansas as a long shot.
Me too. I got Arkansas and I like Tech. Tech lost top actually. Never mind.
Tech ain't winning without
UConn stock's dropping, and that makes me so happy because like UConn has pedigree to win a championship. I'm not saying they will, but like they could make a run. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's certain teams that can make a run.
I think they could. Yeah, for sure. You guys, I know, probably have nothing on this one. I know y'all probably don't even want to. You do? You said you do? Oh, good. I want to hear it. I want to hear it before, because I haven't moved on this one yet, but I've been thinking about it. Miami's been one of those teams back there in the wings that I've actually really enjoyed betting on the few times that I've bet on Miami. Renew, their guard he's a forward. Renew, their leading scorer, has been outstanding this season. Now I am a little concerned. It says he only went for 24 minutes against Virginia Tech. Did he get hurt? Because I tell you what, if you take him off the court, I don't give a shit what the spread is. You take Virginia. This thing could be 12.5 if he's not on the court, and you got to take Virginia. So I'm going to let you guys take this one away, and I'm going to look that up really quick because I need to know if he's playing.
Take it over, Guns.
Yeah, I mean, this is Virginia all day long. I mean, we got to ride the hot streak with Virginia. They're playing their best ball right now going into I think they're going to play this hot going into the ACC tournament. Miami is a team that you want to play at home, not on the road. And Virginia is coming off just an absolute domination of Georgia Tech. And Miami is one of those teams that everybody's going to look at how they did against UNC and kind of weight them against that. I know they have a good win-loss record, but Miami's not that strong as far as Ken Palm is concerned. And there's a reason why Virginia is a -7 favorite in this one. I think last year, if you go take the barometer in this one, I think Virginia might have been +2 against Miami. I might be wrong about that one. But like this is a good line shift from game A to game B. I'm not going to be taking the spread per se, but I do lean towards Virginia on the spread. I did put them as one of the ladder legs that I have for the third one on this one. So I took Vandy and I took UVA. I think UVA does win this game. I just don't know by how much. And Vandy is the other leg that I have on this one. You can get it at +100 if you go get that at the books right now. So on the money line, of course, not on the spread. That's the way I want to play this one. So 2 legs, I'll say for the show, Vandy money line and take UVA money line. You get it at +100. I like that so much.
Shout out to Hino Ball. Said he had a migraine, and that's what I saw when I looked up too. He missed the second half due to a migraine, so I had to go ahead and assume that he's going to be back in full to go today. He's one of the better players. One of the better players. Well, the best player on this Miami team, but he's one of the better players in the conference. Honestly, he's a lot of fun.
Cavs are good. I know Wager Detective saying it in the chat. Their defense is very good. I mean, it's back to that OG like Virginia team that we saw. What, like, it's got to be 8 years.
I mean,
ago?
shit, Guns. They haven't had a team put in their last 5 games. They haven't had a team get to 70, and they've had, they held 3 teams under 60. They held Florida State to 58, Syracuse to 59.
Maybe a team total under for Miami might be a look too.
Yeah, Pittsburgh to 47. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with that Virginia defense. I mean, this is a number 14 Virginia team that could be a top 5 team. We're just not realizing it yet.
Yep.
Defense-wise.
Another team we could put in the fucking might win the championship. Let's throw that in the bag. Who knows?
Let's go to another one of those teams right here that we were just talking about. Let's go right to Arkansas here. Mizzou coming to town here. Arkansas is currently laying a -9.5 pretty much across the board right now. They're getting 60% of the bets and 51% of the cash, and the line opened up at a 10.5. So it's moved towards Mizzou, which is interesting in this one. You guys know me. I've said it since the first Saturday we came on here, how high I was on this Arkansas team. I've been saying it all year long. I think they've got a good coach. I think they're deep as long as they stay healthy going into the tournament. I think this team could at least – I think they can make the Elite Eight at the very least if they can stay healthy. So I like this team here. I don't know if I want to lay double digits at home against a Missouri team that is still, somewhat fighting. They want to get into the tournament as well. They have some key wins this season, but this would be a key win for them, or at least to stay within double digits. It's too much for me to ask Arkansas to win this game by 10 points for me. So I'm staying off this game ultimately. I want nothing to do with it. I'll be rooting for Arkansas per usual, but I'm off of it.
I'll let you take it, Guns, but Wine Time said it. This is a Missouri team still fighting. They're fighting for that position.
Bubble team.
Yeah, they're 18-8 right now, going against the 19-7 Arkansas team. There's not, like I keep saying it, there is not a lot of difference between these teams. Yeah, there's not a ton of difference between not these two teams, but all of the teams in college basketball this year. Now, I will say that I personally think that there is a difference in these two right here. I think Arkansas is hands down the better team. I think Missouri is coming off of a 1-point win against Vandy that they really, needed, and they almost fell apart going down the end of that stretch. I think it was Guns said that when we were breaking the game down. When you see a team that like almost blows a 20-point lead or something like that, I'm not rushing the window to hop on them at the beginning of the next game. If anything, I'd take Arkansas first half, but that's just me.
You said it. You said my pick right there. That's how you play Arkansas. It's like you have to, like, everybody looks at that Arkansas loss. It's like, oh, you lost to Alabama. It's like, mind you, they played 7 players that entire game on rotation. 3 of them fouled out, and they had to go to double overtime against Alabama on the road and almost beat them
3 days ago.
Almost beat them. Like, their 3 top scorers did their job, but 2 of them fouled out. And you have a Missouri team that win against Vanderbilt at home, absolutely was smoking them by, I think, close to 20 plus. And how the fuck did Vandy come back to get to one last shot to win the game? Missouri's a team that you need to fade at this point, at least in the first half against an Arkansas team. I know Arkansas might come into this game a little bit exhausted. Their rotation, their bench is thin. They don't have a lot of depth. But that team, at least in the first half, and against Alabama, by the way, Arkansas dominated Alabama in the first half, absolutely smoked them. And I think Arkansas will come into this game in the first half against a Missouri team that is coming off the highs of a big win, but they look shitty in the second half. So there might be a little bit of regression, especially going on the road against Arkansas. Arkansas want to get right. That's why you see that line at -9.5. It shouldn't be that high, but the books are kind of adjusting to a bounce back type of angle, not from a game perspective, though. I think there could be some regression in the second half like we saw against Alabama. So first half, I think Daby said it best. Arkansas first half is the only way I'd play that game.
Quick shout out to our guy Logan Veese, one of my buddies right there, a little $2.99 dono. Appreciate you, my guy. Drop your best bet. I know you're betting today. Let us know what you're taking today. Shout out to our guy Donut Silks. Haven't seen him in a while. He's been watching the channel for quite some time. Shout out to you, my guy. Kristen Hess, always good to see you. It's wine time, not Spooner. Shout out to you though. She said Daby Cab, Spooner, Guns.
I mean, you and Spoon, I confused you two at first for a little bit too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I love Kristen's a good disciple. I like she's
she's the best.
She's I forget what her name is on Instagram, but she's in my lives is Mama something, so I call her Mama whatever.
No shot. She's a big time supporter of the show.
I like
She
her so much.
donates. She always spreads good positivity. So we appreciate that here.
Well, I was going to say, too, speaking of supporters of the show, man, just a minute ago I looked, I saw over 160 plus people on YouTube. Between YouTube and X, it says it's over 200. But help us run it up, man. Let's get this up over 200 live today. Let's see if we can break last week's record-breaking show for us. But the only way that happens is if you guys send it out. We need y'all's help. I don't know how we don't have a graphic for probably the best game of the day, but whatever. I made a banner. That's all that matters. You can see what we're talking about, and we'll break into it here. But Guns, you want to lead this one off for us or what? We got Michigan taking on the Duke Blue Devils at home here. Yeah. How long has it been since Duke's been an underdog at home, man? Talk to me.
They're not at home, by the way. It's a neutral course that
counts. Oh, fuck. Okay, there you go.
I'm surprised it's 4.5. I didn't know it was 4.5 at this point. I thought it was 2.5, but yeah, two best teams in the country going against each other. When's the last time?
2.5? My bad. I'll switch it.
When's the last time that these two, we've seen number 1 versus number 2 in the regular season like this on a neutral court? Like this is conference play time, right? So why is this throw-in game kind of put in here late in the season? It's a gift. So I treat this game from a fan perspective as win, lose, or draw. This is an exhibition match. This is you're going against it's almost like you're going against the world champ in wrestling, but the title's not on the line. So we're looking at that right now. But it's going to be an electric game. By the way, you go look at ticket sales on this one. Go try to buy a ticket for this game. It's going to cost you $5,000 to get into the Inner Bowl at Cap One. I've been in the Inner Bowl. I've been in the Upper Bowl. You want to watch a college basketball game in the Inner Bowl? Trust me. I'm not going to pay $5,000 to go watch that game. I'm going to watch it at home. But two best teams in the country, two best defensive efficient teams, 1 versus 2. Neutral site game. You go look at the neutral site games that these two teams to face. That's how I cap this game. Duke, 4 neutral site games. They beat Texas. They beat Kansas. They beat Arkansas. And we talked about those two teams. Are those teams good? Yes, they're good. They lost to Texas Tech when they had a huge lead. They gave up that lead on the road. Not on the road, but it was a neutral site game. But who does Michigan play in neutral site games? Everybody loves Michigan. I get that. They lost. They barely beat Wake Forest and fucking ACC. Jesus Christ. Then they dominated San Diego State, Auburn, and Gonzaga. Who gives a shit? A bunch of who gives a shit teams because they played in some Maui Invitational earlier in the season, whatever it was. The total I like, and the only way I'm going to play this game because I don't want to be a fan going into this one. When the total is below 150, this is the total we have to look at if we're going to be betting this game. The under is 9-1 when the total is below 150 in Duke games. The total has only been below 150 once in Michigan games, and that was an under. So if we're going to be playing this game on a neutral site, one-off type of game, of course, Michigan coming off that huge win on the road against Purdue. And by the way, Michigan on the road is better at home. I'm sorry, they're better on the road than they are at home. That team is a problem going into the tournament, and we're going to see a barometer check between 1 versus 2. We might see these two teams meet again in the Final Four in the national championship. We'll have to see what's going to be happening this one. But if I'm going to be playing this one, if it is under 150, I don't know if it's going to close at 150. I'm going to take the under, but I'm going to wait till the very last minute to see what the total is going to be on this one. If it's below 150, I'm taking the under. If I'm not, I'm passing on the game. I'm going to watch as a fan, and I'm going to wear this fucking Duke hat, and I'm going to listen to you guys talk shit to me and tell me, oh, Duke sucks. Oh, Duke lost. I was like, this game doesn't.
Well, I want to hear the market because I've been thinking about betting Duke, Guns. So if I say Duke sucks, it's going to be.
The line is 50-50. They set the line perfect. The volume, this is a hard on for books. It's they're going to get both sides. They're going to get everybody on their own.
That is exactly what we are seeing here. Sorry to interrupt you, Guns.
It's going to be 50-50 on the spread. We're going to the total is what you need to look at. The total.
All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's look at both for our guy, Daby Cab and Guns Picks. Great breakdown by our guy, Guns.
And Kristen. Shout out to Kristen.
And shout out to Kristen. I have a shot poured out for shout out, $20 dono. Guys, everyone hit the like button for us. Share the video. We're trying to get to the 1.5K views. We're trying to get to 150 likes. Only happens if you guys do that. We've got nearly 200 people in the chat on YouTube. You guys all hit the like button. We're going to get that.
By
right
the way, I am so fucking pissed that I can't go to this game right now because I refuse to pay $350 to go sit in the nosebleeds.
So good.
Bullshit game.
It's just like, it's nostalgic because I had it as a kid, and you can't find it anywhere out here in California. But I know Overtime 101 has it.
16's coming to Cap One. I'm gonna watch the Sweet 16. I'd rather spend money and watch 2 games for $350 than 1. Who cares?
Let's go over the market.
Got another membership from our dude Gorky.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Market us. Hit us with that market.
Let's get to us, guys. Michigan, we currently are getting 55% of bets on Michigan and 55% of the cash. So that's 45 and 45 on Duke. That's a good sample for Duke. This line's not moving, guys. It's opened up at a 2.5. It's pretty much stood still. Circa actually opened this up at a 3, crazy enough, and they've moved it to a 2, and then they went back to a 2.5, and that's the sharpest book we always look at. And they're getting 94% of the cash on Michigan. Listen, guys, I've pretty much said it all season long. I think Michigan is the number 1 team in the nation. I don't think it's particularly close. I think as of right now at this season, this is the team to beat. And I think that they're going to be able to take care of Duke on a neutral site here. -2.5. I'm taking that all day long here with Michigan. I love Michigan in this spot. I think they're clearly the best team in the nation. I think they're going to be able to get it on a neutral site. And I know our guy has something in this game. So let's bring on our birthday guy right here.
I want to counter that, but go ahead and bring him up. Because I was going to say, they're clearly the best team in the nation. I agree.
Yeah.
Which makes me want them in the tournament, not here. This is a fucking, I don't know. Go ahead. Bring him on.
Nasty Nate, we don't have that soda on the East Coast for a reason. I know you can only get it in like Texas, but hey, shout out to our guy Gorky by way of Macedonia, now making his home in Toronto, Canada. Loves it out there, loves to gamble, loves to smoke his cigars in the room with all the windows closed, and he doesn't give a fuck. So let's bring on our guy, the Gorkle. What do you got, Gorky?
Well, I have a Coach K hat, but fuck it. I'm on Michigan today, boys.
Let's go.
I think Michigan's depth is what wins this game for them. They can score the ball from 1 through 5 on the court at all times. Even Will Cheddar shoots threes. Will Cheddar is a immobile white center. Old-fashioned Sean Bradley type, but stockier. But even this kid shoots threes. Okay? And what wins the game for Michigan is Elliot Godot. This might be the weakest guard line I have ever watched play for Duke. What is John Shire doing? You need guards to win in college basketball. You need guards to win in basketball in general, guys.
Yeah, Caleb Foster's been a fucking bust. I'll throw that out there. If we're going to talk about guards, Caleb Foster is a bum. That's my opinion of Caleb Foster. But I want fucking Duke, man. I know that you and Weinstein are both on Michigan, and I know Michigan's the best team.
Listen, Daby Cab, me and the corner of Goracle and Wine Time is currently, it's only happened one time in existence and happened about a week ago with Wisconsin on a Friday night.
For me,
we are 1-0, so this is going to be 2-0. So I would stay off.
Brother, for me, this is only part of a 2-game parlay. But
come on, Gorky.
But this one,
take the 2.5.
This one this part of it is the lock of the day. The other part of my parlay is also going to be the lock of the day because we're going to talk about it later. It's going to catch. It's going to catch.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Which one?
Both of them.
I don't know.
Shout out to our guy Spoons.
You know them. Look at your phone and you'll see it.
I know. What the novel that you wrote me?
Yes.
I'm not going to read that.
Go read it.
All right. What is Duke losing? Is that the novel?
Did you call Gorky last night too?
No, me and Gorky were having a talk.
Gorky wouldn't have answered either.
By the way, this motherfucker, like, let me tell you what Gorky did last night. He took Indiana money line live against Purdue. I told him, you're an idiot.
The money line, Corky?
I told you Purdue was
Lie!
Well, you could have bought
Lie.
me a drink with that money. What the fuck?
I know.
I could have told you that Purdue was in a spot that they were going to fuck up Indiana. And by the way, that Indiana team stinks on the bubble. My ass. That team sucks ass. And they're going to continue to suck. And they're just fucking.
There you go.
They are the Washington Generals of the Big Ten.
Gabby, there you go. Spoons is with you.
Hey, I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but Spoons, I think I dropped you the link, man. If you want to get on, cool. If not, drop us your action. I'm with you, though, Spoons. That's where
I
I'm
like
leaning.
how Spoons is thinking, but like, I'm not betting that side. I'm just going to watch. Like, I'm telling you, from my perspective as a fan, I just want the game to be close one side or the other. It's not going to give a barometer.
I just wish this was like fucking Houston or Arizona or Iowa State or somebody else other than Duke, because Duke is Duke. It's the name. It's Duke. If it was anybody else, I'd be on the 2.5, no question.
Well, the scheduling gods did what they were, and I don't think the scheduling gods really thought that Michigan and Duke would be 1 versus 2 going into this game. And guess what? The Cap One Arena is making money.
Duke is not 2 in the country, by the way, are they?
Dude, they're charging Super Bowl prices for this fucking ticket of an exhibition.
Hold on, is Duke
I will
ranked
continue to
this
call it
week?
an exhibition game.
All right, we're going next, fellas.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Can we go to?
I'm like, I just don't want. I just don't want Duke to lose by 20. Don't lose by 20.
They might.
Gorky, while we have you, brother, I know you're on this next game too.
Okay.
All right, let's go right to it.
I can't wait to talk about this shit.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna intro this because I don't have a play in this by any means. So let's get right into here. What time's this game at?
7:30 p.m. my time, so that would be 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 on the West Coast.
5:30 over here on the West Coast, the fresh side. All right, Kentucky, Auburn. We got 67% of bets and 85% of cash coming in on Auburn, the favorite. Open up at a 3.5. There's a couple of sharp books that moved this to a 4. Open it up at a 3. So I guess that's worth noting. I'm staying off this personally. The total right now is at 158. Pretty much everywhere. There are some 157.5. We don't have a market on the total quite yet. So I'm off this game. Gorky, if this is your game, let them know.
Kentucky wins this game 65-58. Kentucky needs it to be a defensive style game, boys, and Auburn can't beat themselves in a inner team scrimmage. Fuck them.
Great.
I'm with you, man.
I like it.
I took the 4 with Kentucky. I got a +4 here with Kentucky. I agree 100% with what you said at the beginning. Kentucky needs this road win. Now it's only a 14-12 Auburn team, so this is not going to qualify as a quad 1 win, but it still should be a quad 2 win, I would think. I have to look into that. I'm not sure what qualifies as that. This is an Auburn team coming off of, they've lost their last 5, and against Mississippi State, I was on Auburn, and I've never been more fucking angry about a bet, I think, ever in my life. They let Josh Hubbard score 33 points in the first half of the basketball game.
You bet that game, the last one for Auburn?
How the fuck do you let one person do that? If everybody has to cover him, put 5 people on him and let somebody else make a layup. 33 points in one half of college basketball is fucking insane. And the fact that the moment they started doubling him in the second half, Mississippi State couldn't score a bucket to save their life. And then Auburn gets a 7-point lead with 2 minutes left in the game. They're finally covering the spread. Let's not double Josh Hubbard anymore. Let's leave him wide fucking open to go ahead and hit the game winner. Make it make sense. Auburn.
Yeah, guys don't want to play defense anymore.
Because it's the wrong pearl, okay? Things get worse as they go on, right? Everything's better at the start. This is a worse pearl. This is a worse Auburn team. Auburn's not good. I don't think Kentucky's good either, but Auburn is a terrible basketball team. Kentucky,
you know what? I feel bad for Pettiford, bro. Why the hell did you stay?
This is my group chat. I want Gorky and Daby in my group chat. And just let you guys just bitch.
Why the fuck did you stay, bro?
It's just me just going, I know, right?
33
love
points in one half to one person is fucking stupid.
I'm not like denying. Like it is really stupid. Like when I go, oh, you bet that game? I just win. I'm glad. I was like looking at that game. I'm like, I'm so glad I stayed away. That's all I did to myself.
So bad.
But I've had games where I wanted to bitch, but like my personality is I go into my shell and I don't talk to people. That's my personality.
Yeah, I didn't answer during that. And I tell you what, the fact that they were down by 18 points in the second half and they still got to a point where they were covering the game with a few minutes left and then let Josh Hubbard win the game is, I mean, like I said, if you got to put 5 people, you put 5 people on him. Just make somebody else shoot the fucking basketball.
College basketball this year is as egregious from a first half to second half. Like you could have a first half team that looks like, oh, this bet is fucking money. We're cashing this fucking shit. We're up 20. And the fucking team, like we saw last night with VCU versus St. Louis. VCU was dominating them. I think they were up 12 or 13 in the first half. Didn't St. Louis beat them by 20? What the fuck?
Well, that's why if I'm on a full game, I just needed to stay within like 12 points. If I look at the scoreboard at halftime and the team that I bet is down by 12, honestly, I'm like, whatever. They're gonna have a 10-point run here to start the second half.
Is it this
By the
easy?
way, Denzel Aberdeen is gonna play. He's probable.
And Gorky and I were talking about like Arkansas and Alabama, and he goes, did you know that they were playing 7 players on a rotation? I go, I didn't. I was on Alabama. I didn't care. And then I said I took Alabama plus 200 in the second, like when it was halftime live.
And it was plus 4.
I didn't tell you that. Like I took Alabama to win plus 200.
Oh, you did. You told me.
Oh, I did. Okay. I didn't realize I like, well, you were like bitching about Arkansas, so I didn't want to like fuck you up.
No,
like
when I'm down, you step on me, bro. That's okay. That's what we do.
No, I didn't do that. I don't step on you. I
When I'm
correct you.
down, you step on me. That's okay. You sound like a dick, Guns.
No, but that's what but that's what we do, bro. That's fine.
That's what Guns tells you, Gorky. How many times have I stepped on you when you were down?
No, but
I didn't. By the way,
during
the game, I didn't fucking step on you during the game.
Let's go.
All right, let's get back on track here, boys.
Let's
Let's go. We're
Right,
way
yeah,
off here. Let's go back. Alabama, LSU right here. Only 6.5 is what I'm showing now for this spread. Another team at LSU here, 14-12 on the season, but they're just like Auburn. They're a terrible, terrible basketball team. They have lost the last 4.
Wait, hold on. Let Debbie finish.
Holy fuck! Can you guys let me intro a game?
No. I corrected Gorky. Shut up,
Sorry,
dude.
my bad.
All right. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. Georgia, Arkansas, Tennessee, Texas. You can run them off. Last 2 are on the road, so I'm sure they're happy to be getting back home here. And look, it's Alabama, LSU. You want to call it a rivalry or 2 teams in the SEC that hate each other. So you like to think that even though LSU is 14-12, they can get up for this game. Only problem is I've watched LSU. I've seen the players on this court. I'd either bet Alabama or I'd make a money line parlay with Alabama or some way bet Alabama. LSU's horrible. So Alabama or pass. That's it for me. Go ahead, boys.
Gorky, go.
Yeah, it would only be Alabama. They can pick their number here. LSU is fucking terrible. Maybe the third worst team in college basketball. D1.
Feels
we
like
have not, Big Scott.
I'll say this. I'm not betting this game, by the way, because
I'm not betting it. I just gave you a little breakdown of what I think.
They're fucking awful. Every time you think it's an LSU spot, LSU will lose by 1,000.
I wonder what you could get if you took Alabama first half and Kansas first half on the money line.
What I will say that this line isn't like from a handicapping perspective. When you see lines like this, it feels like an LSU spot at home. Alabama coming off that double OT win, a little bit gas, a little bit highs of highs. I mean, LSU getting their dick stomped in their last game might be a rebound type of action. I mean, the problem is LSU doesn't care how you bet. They just will lose. So what am I going to tell you? Take Alabama? Nope. But I think what Daby said, is take Alabama on the money line because Alabama does need wins. They need to build their resume up and not be a bubble team. They're still, even though they beat Arkansas, they're still a bubble team. They have to continue to win, and they have too many losses on the roster. And I don't know if they're going to cover the spread. This might be one of those sneaky, like, oh shit, we fucked up against LSU. We might be behind, but Alabama, their offense is never going to let them out of a game. Their dribble drives, their guards are so elite. They can shoot threes. They can score it well. And does LSU have a defense that can stop them? Fuck no, they don't. So, but I'm not, that line is so stupid low, in my opinion, that I can't take Alabama off that big double overtime win to think that they're going to replicate their performance in the, like they did in the second half in their last game. So I'm passing on this one. Sorry. I talked too much about a pass.
No, you didn't, because you gave me time to get my bet together. So thank you. Let me see what this thing comes out to.
Where did wine time go?
Bitch, what are my odds here? Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to have to take it. All right, minus 120. I'm going to bet it. Alabama first half, Kansas first half, both on the money line, minus 120. What a gross fucking bet. I just placed it. I'm hitting send right now.
Gabby, can we go to Connecticut, Villanova before?
Yes, we can. Let me make you guys a banner for it.
Yeah, let's talk about that one. I'm more, like, me and Gorky can. I'm going to bully Gorky during this one.
All right, start it off, Gorky.
I really like UConn here, guys. I would go as far as maybe potentially making it a 5-unit play for me during after the show.
I've never made a 5-unit play in my life.
Huh?
I've never made a 5.
But
I do it daily.
Your unit size is,
That's what she said.
One of my bets is like nothing for you. You don't even sneeze at that shit. So it is what it is. I just really like UConn here. I think they take the Big East right here, right now. Villanova is really good. I've made money off of them, so it might keep me off. But I just think that UConn knows February and March. UConn is down to what they used to be, but every year is for itself.
Okay.
Let them know, Guns. What are you on in this?
So I did a look at this game, and I like Gorky. I wanted to take UConn. Bounce back against Creighton. They were double-digit favorite in that. I think they were 15.5 point favorite against Creighton. And the one thing that I forgot when I capped that game is Creighton always beats UConn. They always do. Go look at the records. They always beat UConn. It doesn't matter how bad, good, or indifferent about those teams. They always find a way to beat them. And by the way, UConn in the second half, I think there was a lid on the hoop. I'm pretty sure of that one, and that may be a conspiracy theory. I think they might have made 2 shots out of 1,000 in the second half. They could not make a bucket for their goddamn life, and it was fucking exhausting to watch them. And Creighton, Creighton dominated offensively. It's like, no, UConn didn't make a fucking shot in the second half. Villanova did escape in their game on the same day, and they almost got beat too, but Villanova found a way to sneak away. I think it was against Georgetown. I can't remember what the game they played on that.
McDermott knows how to set up.
McDermott has the recipe how to beat UConn. It's fucking impressive. No matter how bad his team is. And by the way, this Creighton team is terrible.
Yeah,
they are. By the way, team total under on Creighton today. I will say that. I digress. UConn versus Villanova in this one. What kept me off this game is the line adjustment. Is the books adjusted the line for Villanova so egregiously and made it like, I think Villanova was like 11.5 point dog. They got fucked up by UConn in the first matchup. And that's what keeps me off this game. I want to take UConn off that big loss because I think it is the spot for them. But Villanova is so goddamn good. I'm just gonna get the popcorn and watch that game and pass on it because I can't bet on it. I'm sorry.
You know what? After hearing you say that, I'm going to watch this game. I'm going to watch myself say that I was right, but I can't tell anybody to bet this game. Just watch this game, guys.
No, I want you to text me.
I am
like,
betting this game, and I am on Villanova. And I'm sorry to crash the party here, the little UConn party that's going on here. But guys, come on, what are we looking at here? Villanova's playing their best ball going into this conference tournament, and this spread, it makes no sense. I mean, UConn is coming off a loss. Like, UConn should not be. You touched on it, Guns. I mean, like the last time they faced it was a double-digit spread. Like, this is very as fishy as it gets. It's too easy to take UConn here, guys. For that reason, I'm on Villanova money line plus 130. Best number available you can get right now. I think they win this game outright. I think it's going to be close down to the wire, and UConn's a good team. Don't get me wrong, but this tells you everything we need to know here. Guys, we have our guy coming on here to share his best bets here. So I'm going to bring him on because let me just make sure I've got him.
I was just going to text you about that.
Yeah, let me just make sure he's all set up here. Let's see. Can't leave our guy hanging here. But do you have anything else to touch on this game?
No, like I just want to say, like, you have two like polar opposite opinions on Villanova and UConn, and like you're both right. It's gonna be a fucking awesome game.
And Spoons too after.
Yeah,
but I do, like, if I was gonna play, like, gun to my head, no pun intended, Villanova is the way I'd go with this one.
Yeah, it's clear cut. Like, I love the Big East. This is my.
But I'm not taking the spread. I'm taking money line. I'm taking the winner. I think Villanova might win this game outright.
They are, yeah. Plus, yeah, I got the plus money. We're gonna bring on our guy before we bring on our next guest here, guys. By way of Indiana, what?
Bring me back for BYU after, and
yes, sir. By way of Indiana, let's bring on our guy. He's gonna unload a clip for us really quick here. Let's bring on our guy, Kong's Clip.
Happy Saturday. Kong's Clips in the building. Coming with a little bit of action here today. I'm going to start at the top. Been hitting this bet now. Last two games since Michael Brown Jr. went off for 10 3-pointers. He has since been on fire. Can't miss from three. I'm going to be on it again today. Michael Brown Jr., 4+ 3-pointers at plus 154. At some point, he's going to cool off. I'm not going to try to catch that falling knife. I'm going to keep sticking with him, dude. End of the season, best players start to show who they really are. So I'm going to be on Brown Jr., 4+ 3-pointers at plus 154. I have an alternate parlay. Hit one of these last Saturday. It's going to be Louisville first half minus 7.5, and St. John's first half minus 4.5 at minus 105. This Louisville team, man, they're night and day on the road and back at home. Today they're back at home. They play a lot better at home. I'm gonna stop backing my team while they're on the road. But today that don't concern here. They are back at home today. And I think they come in here and put boots to ass. The spread's 23.5 points playing Georgia Tech, who's not good at all. I'm going to be on the first half. Minus 7.5 alternate spread. St. John's first half alternate spread. Minus 4.5 at minus 105. The game tonight, Michigan. I'm on Michigan, bro. Michigan minus 2.5. I have Michigan parlayed up from yesterday with a couple of games. It's the last leg of parlay on the money line. This Michigan team, I think, is far and away better than any team out there. Going into Purdue and doing what they did to Purdue, that's wild, bro. Absolutely dispatched of Purdue. They start coming back late in the game. You'll have that when you get up by 30 points. I'm going to be on Michigan here today. Off to the UFC. Kong Smash Play of the Week. Yadier Duvalier coming in after what was a questionable fight against Isaac Bulgarian. I don't think he likes what's being said about the fight, being that it was thrown or fixed or whatever. I think he comes out here today and proves who he is, and I think he gets a finish. So I'm on Yadier Dovalle money line, Jeff Neal money line, and Anthony Hernandez money line, and a parlay at plus 134. Jeff, hands of stone Neal. He's going to come out and he's going to throw bombs. Somebody's going to sleep, and I don't think it's my guy. Anthony Hernandez fighting Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland's been talking a lot of shit, going on his racist, homophobic, sexist rants on live TV. I think Anthony Hernandez is better than Sean Strickland. I think he comes out and proves it today. One more parlay I got for today is Melquizael Costa money line and Carlos Leal money line at plus 142. Costa fighting Danny Gay. Danny Gay got some heavy hands. I just think Costa can take him the distance and win 2 of the 3 rounds. Is where Carlos Leal, I think he's going to come out and put a Injo Kwani to sleep. He looked really rough on the scales yesterday, did Chidi Injo Kwani. I think Carlos Leal is going to come out and get his win back from his last loss. That's where I'm at today. Appreciate you guys for having me. Everybody go out there and make some money. Hit the like button, retweet the show, Kong. I'm out.
Attaboy. Hey, guys, we are at the corner of not just the Goracle and Wine Time Sports, but Goracle, Wine Time Sports, and Kong's Clip Avenue for Michigan. We are all on Michigan. I think this is the first time we've all ever agreed on a play.
All right, now I'm on you.
Doing the show.
Just kidding.
Hey, Daby Cab, we have our guy hanging out backstage. We're gonna bring him on. I've got a couple. I've got about 15 minutes, so we've got a couple games. I'm just gonna go through them really quick, and then whatever
you
guys
get him up
want.
here and give your bets out. I think I've already done my 5. If not, then we can recap.
Let's go. Well, without further ado, let's bring on one half of Walk-Off Wagers. You guys are going to be seeing him down here in the essay here, not too far. Oh, I thought I had the graphic ready to go. That would have been all professional right there. This coming up March 25th to March 30th. Spoons will be in attendance for his first time making the trip over from Ohio, so we're excited to have him there. Let's bring him on, our guy Spoons.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Let's go, baby.
Exciting day of basketball. I'm the only one not on that corner of what is it, Wine Time, Gorky Boulevard there.
Yeah, I said Avenue, but you can say Boulevard.
I feel like this is the perfect game for Michigan to drop this year. If we look at the national champions going back 5 or 6 years, somewhere in mid to late February, they drop a road game or a neutral game. And that's kind of the last game of the season they drop, and they just circle in from there. Michigan's last loss came in January on the 10th to Wisconsin at home. I think they need one more loss this season as a team just to build themselves. And honestly, Michigan State and Illinois are more important games to this conference, and they're not going to drop Minnesota or Iowa. So I think this is the easiest game for Michigan to drop. It's out of conference. It's on a neutral. I think there'll be more Duke fans in the building there.
100%.
Wait, is that game in Iowa or is it in Michigan?
No, there's going to be a fucking ton of Duke.
Is it in Iowa or Michigan?
What?
So it's on a neutral. What is it, Washington?
No, we're talking about, he's saying in the games coming up, he said they're not going to lose to Iowa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're not going to lose to Iowa, Michigan State, or Illinois. Illinois or Michigan State ones are the easiest.
Is the game in Iowa or is it in Michigan?
It's in Iowa.
Iowa's winning that game. Spoons, come on.
All right, whatever.
That's fucking
anyway, to get 3.5 points with Duke is a joke.
Yes, Iowa is my favorite team, guys.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about Michigan and Duke? If not, take that fucking graphic up. So
we are, but we're talking about the Michigan game against Iowa in the future.
Whoa! What? I mean, I don't know. God damn it!
I know. Sorry, I got off topic, fellas. Let's go to Westwood, California, right next to Beverly Hills over there in Los Angeles, right next to Santa Monica, Poly Pavilion. This place is going to be popping. I've seen all over social media all week. Mick Cronin, the interviews and all that stuff.
What a
Getting trashed
fucking
in the media,
punk, bro. You've said that you don't like him all along, but what a fucking punk. First off, for fucking doing that to the kid when he didn't even do anything wrong. It shouldn't have even been a flagrant foul. And then second, for apologizing. Like, bro, stand by what you do. You
I know.
I was going to get to. Like,
so listen,
God.
Yeah, we all saw what happened there. Listen, I've never been really a Cronin fan. He always seems like he's kind of bigger than the program, and no one's bigger than UCLA basketball when it's all said and done other than John Wooden. And he hasn't won anything there. He's gone to a Final Four, sure. But, I mean, he hasn't really done too much with all the resources that UCLA has for basketball. It's the most desirable place to live in that area if you have money, and all these kids do have money. Illinois coming to town. Illinois is a good team. I've liked backing Illinois all season long. They're a gritty team. They're a team I like to back at home. Here going into Poly Pavilion, I think UCLA is going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulders, knowing that maybe they're going to be the ones that have their coaches back in this one today, because Mick came out yesterday. He said he apologized. He said nothing about the reporter, about him going off on the reporter. But Mick Cronin, he kind of mentioned, he's like, I'm not bigger than the brand. I can't be bigger than the brand. You know what I mean? It kind of sounds like BS, but I'm going to trust his players and personnel that are going to go out there and pretty much know if you lose this game, your chances to get into the March Madness tournament are just going to continue to dwindle down because of the blowout losses to superior competition. Teams like Michigan and Michigan State, you went on the road, you got the doors blown off you. You're down 2 to Michigan at half. You lose the game by 50. Like, how does that happen? Not literally by 50, but they lost by, I think, 30 points. Listen, this place isn't going to be a crazy environment by any means. I'm not coming on here and saying that, well, this place probably be packed. Yeah. Nothing Illinois is not used to, but I just think UCLA is going to come out there with some grit, playing at home Saturday night, Poly Pavilion. They need this victory more than anything. Like, this is the game. They get this game. I think they're in March Madness. I think they're going to be in regardless as of right now. They just continue to keep losing. But they continue to lose here. I think he is going to lose the team. So I think his guys are going to step up today. Guys like Sky Clark, one of the best defenders in all of college basketball. He's getting healthy.
By the way, great name.
Yeah, it is. Donovan Dent. Struggles continue at the free throw line and the three-point line. We just need him to facilitate and get the ball to Sky Clark. Went from 3. Guys like Trent Perry, they've got talent. They can beat these guys. I'm not taking the money line. I'm taking the +7 at minus, believe me, -120. I have to pay a little bit
You're
of
a
juice
pussy
here.
then. You're a pussy. You ain't going to take the money
Well,
line on
Guns, I'm not going to come on here. Well, can you let me finish talking? So, +7, and we are going to sprinkle on the money line +240, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. Let's go. I'm going to take that plus money. They're winning this game outright. Come on. You said it last night. I know you're on this game too.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, Spoon, I'll let you take this one over. Let me know if I'm right or wrong.
I think UCLA is probably a tournament team. They're going to finish up Big Ten play with probably 12 conference wins. I think they're going to get one on USC, Minnesota, and USC a second time, maybe just 11. I think this is a really tough game to think they can step up for. Illinois recently just got one of their better players back into their roster. So you add that to Wagler, who had already been going off, and just this Illinois offense in general is just such a potent beast. Having Kylan Boswell back in, he's only 2 games in, so I'm just going to assume he's going to keep getting better. I can only be on Illinois here. This is a tough spot. I'm not going to be involved with this game. But
I hear it. I mean,
UCLA and Ohio State are kind of like merged in all the like projections as far as the Big Ten stuff. And I feel like UCLA is a better team than Ohio State right now. You have Iowa with the similar record, and they're projected well above them at this point in a lot of the metrics. So I think UCLA is a lock for the tournament. They can't fumble both games to USC.
Yeah. I hope not. I mean, USC, they look depleted right now. You guys see that spread they're laying today? Like, USC does not look good. Arenas, those first couple games looked like a superstar, and looks a little tired out there. Looks a little gassed in the second half we've been watching. So Spoons is off this game, but he did lean towards Illy. Guns won't share this. I get it.
The total I'm looking at on this one, because mind you got to look at like Illinois, coming off that win versus UCLA, I think a lot of people didn't expect them to kind of come off a big win at home and then go travel to the West Coast and absolutely dominate USC from the get. I mean, Illinois is just going to be one of those teams that are just going to be red hot before going into the Big Ten tournament. I don't know. They have the number one, I think, offensive efficient offense in the country. I do believe that is the case on this one. UCLA, I think, with Mick Cronin, I think they're going to be fired up from a defensive perspective, even though ESPN is kind of pseudo, saying all this shit, and Mick Cronin dealing with the personal internal ejection of a player for his egregious behavior. I know he kind of you go watch that, he did kind of puff his chest like a rooster to him. I is the term that I would.
All 5'7" of him.
I think that Mick Cronin just doesn't want his players to act like that and to be disciplined, and I think that's going to knock his head. And if there's anything to look at from that take, is I think from a defensive perspective, we could be looking at an under here and seeing for the first time in a while, Illinois not scoring points, maybe a team total under for Illinois. We could be looking at that could be it's a wild take as that's something that is, Illinois just continues to impress me from an offensive standpoint, but maybe we're looking at an under. We're seeing 146. That seems low. I when I look at Illinois games, I'm used to seeing 150s. So maybe an under is the way I'd play this one.
Daby Cab, can we make me a quick graphic for the Big East? This is going to be an absolute banger of a game right here, guys. Let's go to Providence and DePaul. DePaul playing at home, Providence coming to town. Providence, I mean, you guys saw that brawl not too long ago that sent one of their players. He got suspended, I think, for 4 or 5 games. It was pretty crazy. Jalen Sellers got ejected in that game, which ultimately led them to not covering that spread after, I believe, having a double-digit lead at one point in that game. It's just crazy. These games, in college basketball, just wow me sometimes when you have a dog that's a plus. Last night with VCU, you're up double digits, and it's the fact that you don't cover that spread happens every single day. One of my plays that happens every single day where a team blows a double-digit lead and it can't cover. It's just crazy. With that being said, Providence just fell apart in that game. DePaul, DePaul's been up and down all season long. They actually do have a couple impressive conference wins. Providence, they've gotten it done against the big dogs, but also at the same time, it seems like they can never finish the second half of some of these ball games. They either come out the first half sluggish, come out the second half sluggish. Not today. I'm taking Providence money line plus 130. You guys know me. I love this Providence team. I like the trio of guys that they have that are going to be playing out there. And Jason Edwards, the Vanderbilt transfer that came over, Jalen Sellers. You got that other fucking tall ass guy, Luca. From Rhode Island that Nasty Nate likes to refer to. That guy's been an absolute tank. He's been able to hit the 3 ball. It's just the defense. These guys can't guard anybody, but I'm not really too worried about anyone on the offensive side of the ball for DePaul. So I'm on Providence here on the road. It seems to be right now. Let's look at the market before I hand this over to Guns or Spoons. If you guys want to talk about this game, 75% of bets and 90% of cash on DePaul. The line's at a 2.5 right now. A lot of spots open this up at a 2 or 1.5. It's moved a little bit, but that's a lot of money on a team. The line's not really moving towards their favor. I get it. They're at home. That's why they're favorite, but I think Providence is the better team. And I don't know, Spoons, maybe let me look this up, actually. Let me make sure if Jalen Sellers is cleared to play in this game, because I know he got ejected too.
Hey, while he's looking that up, Spoon, do you have a take on this game?
I hate DePaul. This is 2 years into the I don't back any Chris Holtmann teams, and it was a lot more profitable last year. But one thing about the system is you just don't back DePaul on the road. I'd say DePaul's played pretty good basketball at home, so I'm not really trying to get in front of it. I agree that I think Providence is a better team, but that whole Providence program is kind of up in the air right now. Kim English is going to be out of the job in just a few more games, and that team obviously on the court, they're fighting, literally fighting. So I'm not trying to get in the way of Providence. I like the plus money with Providence here. I just didn't bet it.
Well, remember, guys, I said it a couple weeks ago. Sorry, Guns.
Okay, good. Sorry.
I said it a couple weeks ago. Providence to win the Big East tourney coming up here. I doubt it's going to happen, but it was for fun. I still like this team, so I'm on them today. Let's see if they can make us some cash. You guys, I'm pretty much good on all my games.
Like,
I can get to.
Can I get my best bet yet for the gun belt? I forgot.
No, let's talk about it. Let us know.
All right, let's talk about the best bet for the gun belt. I like it. It's hard to remember because I've talked about it so many times. I think this is the best play, of course. If you guys followed me along on Thursday, I gave a gun belt play. Georgia State on the money line, bang, boom, pow against Georgia Southern in a rivalry game. Let's go into the gun belt, and of course, it is my conference. I own it, and that's why I call it the gun belt. And if anybody calls it Sun Belts, I will send you a cease and desist and sue you for slander or whatever they fucking call it for the legal terms. Marshall versus Coastal Carolina at the HTC Center in Conway, South Carolina is where we're going to be going. This is a 1 p.m. tip, so we have a little bit of time before tip off, so you can go grab this one. And where do you have Coastal Carolina? They're coming off a close loss at home versus JMU in their previous game, lost by 2. Very yin and yang in that game. I think it was a little bit back and forth. Of course, JMU did come out with the win on this one. Of course, Marshall coming off that huge comeback. If you guys watch that game, Appalachian State was up double digits in the first half. And of course, Marshall came back, crawled back, and won that game outright on the road. Very good win for Marshall. And this is the second leg of their road trip. These two teams match up extremely well. And what I mean by that is good. You have a Marshall, good offense. You have a Coastal Carolina, good defense, and then the polar opposite on the other side. Shit teams on the other side on this one. Marshall's offense is very good. Coastal Carolina's defense is very good, but on the bad side, we have Coastal Carolina's offense is bad, but Marshall's defense is bad. So what do we do with this game? We look at the line on this one, and I think Marshall might be a single-digit favorite going into this game, and if they are, that makes it perfect because Marshall is 1-5 ATS in those situations in their last 6 games. And when they are a single digit favorite, they are 1-11 ATS. 1-11 ATS. So why would I take Marshall in this spot? They're not backable. And you want an extra sprinkle to this one for the gun belt? It's senior night for Coastal Carolina. Last home game of the season. And Coastal Carolina is coming off a home loss. And this is going to be a perfect spot to go take a dog on the money line. So guess what we're doing? Coastal Carolina, I got it at plus 105. Money line. Give me Coastal Carolina. The Chanticleers. Money line here.
What time is this game, Gun?
1 p.m. East.
All right. I'm gonna ride with you here. I like that breakdown. I'm gonna ride here on the gun belt here. You haven't steered me in the wrong direction too many times. So I will be.
What do you think about that one, Spoon? They impress you?
I like it a lot. This Marshall team is one that I'd like to play at home. Now on the second leg of a road trip, they probably should have lost that.
Marshall just won a comeback win on the road against App State. A bad road team, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Just kind of looking at rankings, Coastal Carolina is not loved by the computers, but they passed the eye test in that James Madison game. I watched a decent bit of that. I'm not going to say anything negative on it. I definitely lean Coastal Carolina here. I just wish I was getting more of a plus money number here, but that's probably respect.
I'm trying to make
how
it
good
my
play is because books don't want to give you that much plus money with it.
It's a gun belt. It's my conference. I own it.
Just put it in your vocabulary now from this point on. Spoons, when you're on the Kyle Kerm show, be like, let's talk about the gun belt.
What did your computer say about Georgia State against Georgia Southern? What happened with that? Was your computer broken on that one?
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up in about 10 minutes. You guys, Spoons, let's go to a game we haven't talked about, maybe, or something you want to talk about.
Let's do a game that Guns would really like. Let's hit Lemoyne Stonehill.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a great matchup. I have a Lemoyne minus 2.5 minus 105 ticket. This line has moved to 3.5. Lemoyne has dealt with some injuries and suspensions throughout the last few weeks of the season. This is one of the best basketball teams in the conference, and they're not being priced like it. Stonehill has overexceeded expectations, but they're still sitting 7th in conference right now. That's for a reason. Lemoyne just getting their starting point guard back. He got in a little fight after a game 3 games ago. Missed 3 games. Before that, they'd missed their leading scorer for 4 or 5 games. So now they have the full roster out there playing one of the worst teams in the conference, and you only have to lay a possession. One of my favorite bets of the day.
What about
I was
Hofstra
gonna say I'm
versus
not making you a
Northeastern?
graphic because I don't know what the fuck Lemoyne
Shout out
is.
to the Godfather. He said, "What's up,
Like
PSR?
I
Good
really
luck
want
to
to
you.
know
Let's get
because
this money."
I had a conversation with somebody about I think Hofstra's playing Northeastern, right? Am I wrong?
I'm not gonna lie. I know all the other schools that you guys are saying. I have never in my life heard of Lemoyne. I don't know what that is.
I have a friend, I won't say his name, said
Where is Lemoyne
"You may have
located?
to take Northeastern today." I think there's a look at
Lemoyne, Washington. I could say Lemoyne, fucking Virginia,
All right,
and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, there it
I
is."
know. The new Spoon, forget it. It's like they're fucking telling us.
There's
about
someone in
Lemoyne,
the chat from
Michigan.
Lemoyne.
It is New York. I just wanted to make sure
No,
it's in
it
Syracuse.
is. Yes. Like, dude, I'm smiling. This is my favorite. I want to talk about this dog shit. I want to talk
Let's
about mid-May.
do another dog shit game. We got a couple minutes and we got to get out of here. But guys, hit the like button. We're about to hit 100 likes.
I'll give one.
Show of the
Okay,
year right here, guys. Let's
here's
go.
a VIP that I issued out to everybody. We're taking Mercer. Mercer minus 3.5. They're playing Samford. Samford, they got their ass kicked by 20 in the first matchup on the road against them. Samford, a very good team. However, I've said it before on the show, is how you play Mercer is you play them at home and you fade them on the road. I said this with Spoon present on a Saturday. However, I did that in the previous game, and Mercer lost their first home game of the season against Chattanooga, of all teams, who Chattanooga is a fucking dog shit team. They were double-digit favorite going into that game. They're minus 3.5 against a team in Samford. They lost by 22 in the previous matchup. Mercer is going to win outright. I mean, obviously it's minus 3.5. I mean, they're going to win by double digits. Give me Mercer at home all day long. What do you think, Spoon? Is that good enough for you?
I like Mercer. I'm line shopping it right now. That's a team. I tried to get cute, play them on the road not long after we had talked, and just looked like I was watching a different team play basketball. The energy they draw from that building, they're just comfortable with the sight lines, however tight or soft the rims are. They just play so much better in that building. I like Mercer there.
Okay. That kind of wins.
All right, guys, let's move on. Anything else, you guys? I'll recap my bets here really quick, and then everyone can do that. Cab, you want to recap first? We'll go down the screen.
Yeah, I got you. And speaking of recap, I just got a video and a text. One of the kids that I work with who will be a top 5 draft pick this year, not 5 rounds. Like, he'll be in the top 5 picks. He had 101 this morning. Holy fucking shit.
Oh.
Shout out to him. Slider sitting at 94 to 95.
His arm ain't going to make it past 25. I can tell you that, Cab.
Oh, one more thing.
Bro, maybe. He's
get his money early, though.
He's 6'7", and it looks effortless when he throws the ball. So
that's scary.
Yeah, he's not putting as much strain on his arm as you would think.
That's scary.
Yeah. But Kansas first half money line. Alabama first half money line. I know it's disgusting. You get minus 120. Go bet it because it's going to cash. Tennessee first half +2 minus 110. Jaden Bradley over 11.5 points minus 114. Excuse me. I joined Spoon. I took the Duke +2.5. Sorry, Wine Time, Gorky, all you guys, but I'm going to have to join my guy Spoon here. And then I got Kentucky +4. So there's the 5 bets I got.
Best team in the country. Best team in the country.
No, Michigan is. So with that being said, let's go to my action. Tennessee money line +160. Wanted that plus money. I don't need those 4 points. Tennessee is winning this game outright. Give me Minnesota -7.5 -110. Give me Michigan, the corner of Wine Time Sports, the Goracle, Kong's Clips. We'll see. We all have never been on the same side before. -2.5 -110. Villanova money line plus the 130, and Providence money line +130. A lot of plus money today, fellas. I'm ready to get to it. Let's get this cash. No NBA for me today as of right now. Guns, let them know.
I got the ladder challenge going on Telegram. Go check that one out. I did drop it this morning, and the ladder is going to be I forget what it is now. Go check it out on Telegram. But the play of the day is going to be Coastal Carolina money line, and I did drop Mercer at -3.5. Those are the 2 plays you need to watch. It's like top 25. Fuck that shit. I mean, me and Spoon now. It's like we need to fuck in the dirt. And I'm sorry. I gotta apologize to Spoon. I know he's been DMing me. I have to give you my number because I don't look at my DMs enough. So I'll drop my number to you, man. and we can just like talk some fucking serious ball. Like fuck this guy. Or shut up, Dabby.
I don't do it on
good.
purpose, but I don't check my DMs either.
I'm glad
So if
you're
any of you
muted,
guys,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
ever
any-
check my DMs.
anybody in the chat sends it to me.
those are the two plays I'm going to drop for the show officially is Coastal Carolina and Mercer -3.5.
Coastal Carolina and Mercer. Let's go, man. And shout out to Gorky.
Real
Spoons,
quick,
you want to hit
Guns.
us with a recap?
Sure, but I have one quick question for Guns. Did you look at Furman Wofford at all? This game is
Wofford? Well, what the fuck is Wofford, bro?
We
Stop.
can't do this right now. Well, we have to like,
Wofford?
let's do it in text. Yes, I did.
I want to have action on that before. It's going to be one of the best games today. I have like 15 bets already fired off. I have North Carolina -1, Xavier +3.5, Lemoyne -2.5, Central Arkansas -1.5, Texas money line, Arkansas -10.5, Oregon +6, Jackson State -1.5, a big plus money with West Virginia money line +225, UConn -1.5, Duke +3.5, UCF -1.5, St. Mary's -7.5, Davidson money line, and Florida A&M money line. It is going to be.
Oh, I just remembered what my ladder is today. Third leg for the ladder is UVA money line and Vandy money line. So fuck wine time.
Say
Bro,
again?
I like Vandy today.
I dropped Wofford with the
No, you took
LMA.
Tennessee money line. I said Vandy's going to fuck them up. So
We'll see.
I dropped Wofford with the laughing emoji in the chat, and it won't even put it in because StreamYard doesn't know if it's a bad word or not. They're not sure if they should ban it or not. They're like, what the fuck is a
fuck?
Wofford? Huh?
The last time I brought Wofford up,
Wofford like a gay slang. What is that?
No, Wofford's a place in Virginia. Wofford, Virginia.
Yeah, I know what it is, but like, is it a
Oh,
slang for something?
Is it
like,
really? Guns?
like
Is it
normally
Guns
with my
live in
friends,
Virginia.
I go, who's Daby Cab? He go, that fucking guy is such a Wofford.
I used to waffle, and I remember that.
You know what I
bro.
mean? A Wofford.
Oh, that's what it is. So it's one of those schools. Okay.
Yeah.
It's art.
What
it's
a
art school. I
Wofford.
got it. I got it. Wofford. All right.
Joe,
Well, guys,
comedy.
that's Saturday. We just gave you all of our best bets across the boards. Spoons, guns, wine time. Our guy Gorky came on. Con came on. Didn't get Billy this week. Hopefully he gets back up here with us next week. Maybe our guy Dutch. But seriously, every Saturday, this is my favorite thing. Getting up in the morning and capping college basketball, college football, whatever the fuck is on. Baseball. Soon we'll have Spoons and Wine Time back. Walk-off wagers, one of my favorite Sunday
Wait, hold on,
shows
I
that
gotta
I've
get
ever
to the
seen.
chat. I'm a Central Arkansas guy too. So go fuck yourself. I'm so Central Arkansas.
It's a
Is
really
that
good
where
spot.
Wofford
for
is?
So I'm not the only one. I love Central Arkansas so much. They make so much money.
Shout out to Mr. Sparkle. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you, Mr. Sparkle. Super true story. Wofford and Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Sparkle went to
Wait,
Wofford.
Daddy, what if I told you Wofford had an NBA player that just came back and plays in the Southern Conference? Would you be interested in Wofford?
Sure. I mean, if you bet it, I'm interested in them. But I thought we just said Wofford is a place for people like Mr. Sparkle.
I think that's up for debate.
All right, let's cut the
I don't
fucking
like
show
this
off.
Eric
God
Wofford.
damn
All right,
it.
guys. Good
Hold this
shit.
shit
Until
out.
next Saturday, fellas. I'm Wine Time Sports, Daby Cab, Guns Picks, Spoon Dog, Gorky. 3 out of 5 of us will be in the essay not too long.
Gorky's already
from
leaving.
here.
You see that? Gorky's already leaving.
God
Guns,
bless
get
you.
your ass down to San Antonio.
He's got a trip already
I-
planned.
dude,
We'll plan a Vegas trip one of these days.
I gotta do
And we're
Boston.
out.